practice better. What a great name, right? There's
Yeah.
got to be a better way to practice where everything is in one place, HIPAA compliant, everything is speaking to each other, the automations and workflows are already built in, and any integrations that you need with other platforms are already through Practice Better, so that everything stays tied to that patient record in one place. And then when people use Practice Better, they're like, oh, okay, now I have the automations in place. I don't have to do anything manual. So now I can focus my energy on patient care.
Yeah,
Because that's why
right.
practitioners get into business. They want to help people.
Sure.
They want to heal people. They don't want to be dealing with all of this tech setup, craziness.
What if aging isn't about slowing down, but leveling up? I'm Dr. Isaac Jones. This is the Longevity Leaders Podcast.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Longevity Leaders Podcast. My name is Dr. Rudy Mueller, and today I'm joined by Natalie Mullin. She is the
Partnership manager.
Partnership manager at
Practice
Practice Better. So really excited to have you here. I think that as most practitioners have experienced, especially in today's world, as we're building programs and we've got EHR systems and labs and everything like that, they're encountering multiple systems and trying to figure out how to log into 5-10 different platforms while having a consult with their patients. So I see Practice Better as being one of the solutions. Just talk me through like what you're seeing as, practitioners that come to you that they're struggling, and then how Practice Better implements a tool that can be more beneficial to them.
Yeah, for sure. So honestly, when practitioners come to us, it's because something has gone wrong, right? Something's gone wrong with, I would like to say it's like, they planned it all out and they were doing all their research they were just starting out their practice and Practice Better was the first choice. But honestly, it's usually because of frustration, because they had multiple tools. They had a scheduling tool. They had a different tool for billing. They had a different tool for charting. They had a different tool for client communication. And they realized none of the tools were speaking to each other. They were doing all of this manual work, trying to copy and paste spreadsheets over here, Zapier trigger over here,
Yeah.
right? And it's like dysfunctional, but it kind of works at first for your first couple clients. And you're like, okay, I've got something going. But then as you start to scale, even you get to 5-10 patients, it starts to not work. The system starts to break, and then there's gaps in the data, right? You don't have the full picture. And so then they realize, like, wait a second, there's got to be a better way. Practice Better, what a great name, right? There's got to be a better way to practice where everything is in one place, HIPAA compliant, everything is speaking to each other, the automations and workflows are already built in, and any integrations that you need with other platforms are already through Practice Better, so that everything stays tied to that patient record in one place. And then when people use Practice Better, they're like, oh, okay, now I have the automations in place. I don't have to do anything manual. So now I can focus my energy on patient care. Because that's why practitioners get into business. They want to help people. They want to heal people. They don't want to be dealing with all of this tech setup, craziness.
Right. So you're streamlining that process. But if I were to like list out all of the things, and maybe it's so long that we can't do it here, but like what are the high level things that were integrated into one that have like relieved the 10 tabs open for one patient?
Sure. I won't go through our whole feature list because it is long, but what I'll tell you is the main functionalities that most people are going to be using. First, you need a scheduling tool, right?
Sure.
Your clients and patients need somehow to be able to book with you. And so we have the calendar scheduling. We have billing. So billing could be insurance billing, or it could be using invoicing where the clients are paying themselves. We also have the client messaging. So the client has their own portal. So they're able to log in, they're able to message you. It's not going to your personal email, right? Then we have our programs. So if you're thinking about an education component, we have our programs that are going to allow you to share educational content. You've created it once, you don't have to keep doing it over and over again. We have protocols. So what is your treatment plan or care plan for the patient? Again, it's all in that one place. So, and then notes and charting, obviously the most important part. So I can't forget that. You need it to be HIPAA compliant. You want to be able to look back at your past sessions and even carry forward those notes. You want to be able to use AI charting for that to summarize those notes for you. So all of those tools come together just in one place. And your forms, your intake forms, progress forms, anything like that, all in one place.
So, you brought up an interesting one. So AI, I mean, how is AI integrated into Practice Better? How are practitioners utilizing AI to assist? Is it helping build the plan? Is it helping answer questions from the practitioner or from the patient? I'm curious.
Yeah.
If you're a medical doctor, nurse practitioner, chiropractor, or other health expert that's stuck in a broken system, there's a better way. The Freedom webinar shows you a proven 5-step system to build a 7-figure, virtual health practice, or how to modernize your current brick and mortar practice without the burnout. Learn to create high-ticket programs, automated income, residual revenue, and attract clients ready to work with you. Book your $1 Million Strategy session today by clicking the link in the description.
So the first thing that we did, and we were actually first to market with AI charting, believe it or not.
Okay.
And so we started with AI charting. So that's where you're taking those notes and the AI is able to summarize the session for you. And then you can put it in the format that you desire, right? And you can kind of set up that template.
Is it listening to like a video recording?
Yeah, so this can be for telehealth or in person,
Okay,
actually.
all right.
So you can start it for both kinds of visits. But then on top of that, you can use AI in other places in the platform. So now we've just released in beta AI within our reporting so that you can extract certain insights. You can see what services are being most booked and where has there been drop off. You can look and see AI in building your educational programs, right? So you have used AI to help you deliver the content for
nice.
it. So we're continuously looking at different ways that we can use AI in the platform to make practitioners more efficient, save them time, and just get them to their goals faster so that their patients can get to their goals faster as well.
Sure. So I think, we've touched on the practitioner side of things, making it more efficient, making it save time. How about on the client side?
Yeah.
I think that is one of, if this solves the problem, Practice Better solves this problem. From a practitioner side, with all of these different tools, our patients are having to log into all these different tools as well.
Yeah.
As an example, like a supplement ordering platform,
Yeah.
right? So that gets integrated into
It does.
and so it can all happen within
It
this
can all
one.
happen. And I'm so glad that you talked about that because I think a lot of times practitioners don't think about their
Yeah.
patient's experience. And then their patient is so frustrated. They already got enough going on in life, to be honest, right? And then they don't follow the plan. And then you wonder why, right? So it's
Yeah.
not working. So if you make it easy for them though, in one place, so the client, they have their own portal that they can log into, just one platform, and we have the mobile app. That makes it so much
Okay,
easier
nice.
because they just download the app and it's like, okay, they can deal with an app, they can log in, and actually they enjoy it because they can access so much information. They can order the labs. We have a FullScript integration, so they can order labs straight from FullScript, or we also have FullScript for supplements and labs now because FullScript has acquired Rupa Health.
Right.
You can do labs through Avexia as well. They can access their protocols. So whatever your treatment plan is that you've put together for them, if you've shared session notes with them, they can access it there. They can access their own billing, invoices. And then you don't have to get all these questions about, hey, can you send me this? Or, hey, I can't remember what I was supposed to be doing. So it really allows them to participate in their own care journey as well. Something that's very unique to Practice Better is we have journals. So with journals, they can track their food intake. They can track their water, their sleep, their mindset, because we really believe in whole person care. So we got to take a full analysis, right? A holistic view of what's really happening with the patient. And so when we have all of these different inputs, then we can get a better idea and say like, okay, this is what was happening maybe with your labs, but I noticed something's happening with your sleep here and something's happening with the nutrition. And now the practitioner is able to pull all that data together. And also the patient can see, so we even have graphs that will show how they're progressing over time if that's something the practitioner chooses to
like
set
a
up.
longitudinal graph
Exactly,
of like
because that's
glucose or hemoglobin A1C.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what we believe in is ongoing longitudinal care because that allows for the best outcomes for the patient and for transformation, right? It's
absolutely.
just not treating it. Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay. I think the final question that I would have for you is when it comes to scalability with this platform, I think, a single practitioner, solopreneur, but what if you have 5, 10 offices or 5, 10 other practitioners, maybe of different specialties? Does that integrate well? Does it work well? Or is it just like Practice Better for functional medicine practitioners?
Yeah, that's such a great question. I'm glad that you asked that. Practice Better is available for multidisciplinary practitioner types, but also for growing and scaling practices. So we have different plans so that scale with you. So as you decide to add on multiple providers or add on more admin or open another location, you can do all of that with Practice Better and you're still sticking with the same platform because nothing's more frustrating than putting all this effort into a platform and then you kind of reach a ceiling and now you've got to switch to something else. So if you can invest in a platform that can really grow with you, that's going to be the best way. And then as you have different practitioner types, That's why I didn't want to give you the feature list, because
yeah.
different practitioner types are going to use different parts of the platform. Not everything is going to be relevant to each practitioner type. And that's what's so nice about Practice Better, is it's so highly customizable and personalized that you can turn off this, turn on this, and really make the workflows custom to each practitioner and what the outcomes are that they're working towards with their specific set of patients.
Awesome. And I think that, just a couple of follow-ups there. Number one, just based off of what you said, is the Practice Better team, because as a practitioner, if I'm looking to switch software, so there's really two questions here. Like, thinking about taking all of my patients and migrating over from one EHR to another is it's scary.
Yeah.
Number one, because you don't know if you're going to love that software. Now it sounds like this one is one of the best, if not the best. Does the Practice Better team help us integrate this?
No, we leave you to do it all on your own. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Honestly, migration is by far the biggest concern and biggest fear for a practitioner, because it's your data.
Okay.
What happens to your data? What happens to the patient client work, like the workflow. So of course I understand that. And we understand it too. So we have a migration team. You can actually talk to the team before you even think about even starting a free trial with Practice Better, just to ask questions. Hey, what would the data transfer look like? How long would it take? Where would things go? Is there anything you can't transfer over, right? I think it's good. I always encourage people, just have the call with our team first, ask all of your questions, and they will guide you through the steps. And if you do decide, then they will help you transfer over the data, and then you decide when to flip that switch on. So it's not that, okay, as soon as you transfer it over, it's like, oh my gosh, I've got to get rid of my tool immediately. Right. Sometimes people need kind of a little bit of a dance, and they need some time to kind of finish things off with their old platform as they're slowly getting used to Practice Better. And I actually think that that's kind of a better way, and it allows practitioners to feel more confident that when they're fully acclimated, when they're fully used to, they have all their automations set up, right? So you want to set up the automations to really make it work for you first, and then you can sunset your old platform. But yeah, so use our migration team. They're there to help you. We have free migration. We also have paid, depending on what it is that you need. And it really takes the scaries away.
All right. That's awesome. So, the final question really is, if people are interested in looking at Practice Better, getting an experience with it, what's the best way for them to learn more information? Who do they need to contact? Or is there a webinar or something along those lines that they can sign up and watch about the actual execution of utilizing it?
Definitely. So if you're here at Disrupt, please come visit us. You'll see us at the booth. So we have our Practice Better booth here, and we're here until Sunday. And then we do have a webinar, so it's going to be next week. It's going to be April 16th. So you can always sign up, and you can kind of get a live demo just to see what that platform looks like. I find that people feel more comfortable to even ask questions. I always do a Q&A afterwards, so you can ask questions about the platform. Or if I've convinced you, you can just go straight to practicebetter.io and you can sign up for a 2-week trial. So in that 2 weeks, you can decide, you can play around, you can set up a test patient, and you can see if it's going to work for you. And if it does, great, you just stay on with us. If it doesn't, that's okay too, no hard feelings. We want to make sure it's the right fit for you too, right? And during that time, use all of our onboarding tools. You can attend sessions, you can meet with our onboarding team to make sure you're customizing and using the platform to get you best set up. Because that's the thing, is sometimes people use the platform, but it's not optimized. They're not using the automations. They haven't set up their workflows. So make sure you do those things in the beginning so that you're just set for success.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Natalie. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for listening to the Longevity Leaders podcast. Our Longevity Leaders community is on mission to transform 100 million lives by 2040. If you enjoyed this show, please share this with somebody that you know, especially another doctor or physician, but also click that follow button. Until next time, stay strong and live long.